What I'm about to show you today is not mind-blowing, but I think a lot of people will be surprised. Is that I don't know, I can't guarantee it, but stay tuned. When we think about the world's best business class, we of course think of the likes of Qatar Airways Q Suite, Singapore Airlines, ANA's The Room, and even Finnair's Air Lounge. When discussing these airlines, there is one thing that we very rarely compare: their prices. All these excellent products are priced at vastly different levels. Take this itinerary from London to Bangkok. Singapore Airlines is fantastic and absolutely has a better product than Finnair. Is it worth an extra $2,000, almost double the price?
Of course not.
So today I'm introducing you to not the world's best business class, far from it. However, when you consider the pricing, it could definitely be the world's best value for money. When I tell you I'm impressed, I am impressed. And I say that after having flown over 160 airlines and reviewing airlines for over 10 years. Welcome to my incredible 5-star value for money AirAsia X Premium Flatbeds experience. Hello, you guys. I'm back at one of my favorite airport terminals in the world, which is pretty crazy. I think this is definitely the most underrated terminal in the world. I'm talking about KLIA 2 here in Kuala Lumpur, where you basically have an entire mall connected to the airport with bubble tea, with hotels, with amazing restaurants, with a food court. There is so much to love. They have Krispy Kreme, they have everything. But today I am flying AirAsia again, like I did about a year ago at this point. But that time I was on an A320 in economy. Today I am on an A330 and AirAsia's premium flatbeds. If your journey is starting in Kuala Lumpur, you have priority check-in. The funny thing is that AirAsia tries to upsell you priority check-in when booking, even if you've booked this premium product. Don't fall for that, okay? So on our flight, we get an incredible 40 kilos of check-in luggage each included, but we still only get 7 kilos of hand luggage. And that sucks because these days AirAsia weighs everyone's carry-ons before going through security here, which means even in premium flatbed, 7 kilos, let's be real, that's nothing for a carry-on. So that means, yeah, we're gonna have to do some reassembling here. 20 minutes later, check-in is done. Checked 2 bags, 1 carry-on, because we don't want to risk the weight thing. Now we're about to clear security, immigration, and head to our gate. It has been so many years since I flew an AirAsia A330. The last time was when I was moving to Korea for university in fall 2018. So yeah, this will be a fun one, and it's much shorter. It's not a red eye, so those are 2 wins in my eyes. Before immigration, where AirAsia weighs your bags, there seems to unofficially be a priority line that they welcome us into when we show our boarding passes. So we cleared customs, and I have to say, if you're not flying a premium cabin or you don't have a lot of checked luggage, flying AirAsia is so frustrating these days since COVID when they introduced the bag weight, because we didn't have a problem, we were prepared for it, but literally every single passenger in front of us was sent back because their bags were overweight. Every single one, like 10 people. No, too heavy. So I'm just like, can you imagine what a bad taste that leaves in people's mouths, especially if they're flying a premium cabin? I know you're supposed to abide by the luggage or the weight limit, but many airlines still don't weigh you. AirAsia doesn't do it at many outstations. So it's just like, oh, do they really have to do that? Because by doing it, they make the start to everyone's journey stressful and so much worse. So I don't know. What do you guys think? That's a little constructive criticism for you, but to be fair, for an additional $12, you can eliminate that problem and double your carry-on allowance. At half or a quarter of the price of the competition, you really can't blame them.
I have to say though that flying AirAsia is still so much more fun than flying any other low-cost airline in Europe, like Ryanair or EasyJet or anything like that. It just feels fun. Today we're flying flatbeds. So
yeah.
That's AirAsia experience, but still, it just feels it has that fun X factor.
Besides 40 kilos of luggage per person, which applies to unlimited pieces of luggage in theory, what else do these tickets include? Unlimited date and time changes without a change fee is pretty sweet. Also, lounge access. AirAsia X Flatbed passengers do get a lounge, but it's the Plaza Premium Lounge before security, before you even get to check-in. So that lounge, a lot of people use it, but it's really inconvenient. So what you saw, the AirAsia Red Lounge, that's closed. Not that you really need a lounge because this terminal has a lot to do anyway. But it's just so funny that that's the setup that even AirAsia has in the terminal that they dominate. To be honest, even including lounge access on a ticket this cheap is pretty generous. Today we're flying to Bali. It's about a 3-hour flight. And isn't it crazy that that is the last place we were before we fled back to Sweden for COVID?
That's where we escaped COVID from. So happy memories.
Yeah, mid-March 2020, we were spending several weeks in Bali. My whole family was supposed to come, and then everything went very wrong.
Yeah, so a trip down memory lane today. Hopefully we'll have a better experience this time.
Yeah. I'm so tempted to get some bubble tea, but I'm trying to cut down because we've had quite a lot in the past few weeks. As we get to the gate, I remember AirAsia has no in-flight entertainment, so I hectically connect to Wi-Fi and try to download a show. Remember to do that before boarding your AirAsia flight. So I'm trying to download a simple show on Disney Plus in Malaysia. Shouldn't be so difficult, right? Well, not quite, because Malaysia actually doesn't have Disney Plus. What I need to do is convince Disney Plus that I'm in Sweden where my account is, and then I'll have access to everything. And to do that, you need a VPN, and I'm in a hurry. So that brings us to today's video sponsor, NordVPN, because they allow you to change your country or your location in seconds, and they have the fastest VPN in the world, which makes downloading shows, for example, incredibly easy. This means you can access entertainment from all over the world, broadening your library, even on devices like your TV, by installing NordVPN, because one account works on up to 10 different devices. So it's really a no-brainer. And in addition, those 10 devices will benefit from the main gold star benefit of a VPN, which is that it keeps you safe. Anytime you leave your house and you're on public Wi-Fi, whether that's in a cafe or at a train station or on a plane or in an airport, the local network can see exactly what you're doing and can extract your information. But if you use a VPN, that's basically your privacy shield, and your data and browsing is entirely protected. If you're still traveling without a VPN in 2024, it is time to change that today by going to nordvpn.com/nonstop10 or by clicking the link at the top of the description or by scanning the QR code right here. It's risk-free because NordVPN has a 30-day money-back guarantee. I use my VPN every single day. I could not live without it, and my link is the one to get it through because you'll get 4 months free on a 2-year plan and a massive discount on top of that. We've been binging Only Murders in the Building because I got Disney Plus for like a month. So we're on the final episode of season 2. We love season 2, thought it was really good, so recommend that more than season 1. But anyway, just trying to finish the download. There's like 5% left before we leave the terminal on board, so we have something to watch on the flight, and it's done. What does this bird look like on board? Well, this configuration is offered on both AirAsia X Malaysia and Thailand. It features a dreaded major red alert avoid economy class cabin in a 333 layout. Almost all regular airlines have a 242 layout in economy with 8 seats across rather than 9 if you've never flown an A330 or never watched my videos before. Once you get past that, all the way at the very front, we have this teeny tiny cabin with just 2 rows of 6 seats each in a 222 configuration. 6 plus 6 is 12. With 1 lavatory up here, that means 12 passengers share, you guessed it, 1 toilet. Not bad. These seats are great for traveling with a companion, but if you're alone, definitely choose one of these middle seats because it gets you direct aisle access. I should also mention that AirAsia has a far better business class configuration on a few of their A330s, specifically serving a few Australian cities that looks like this. If you can get that seat at these prices, you have won the lottery. Anyhow, let's hop on board, my friends, because things are about to get hot. Nasi lemak hot. Welcome to 333 economy class. Cheap, yes. Comfortable, no. Ahead of that, we have our home for today, the best value business class in the skies, AirAsia's Premium Flatbeds. This seat won't be winning awards anytime soon, but neither will Emirates' brand new 777 business class seats, so T. As I sit down, I enter a new state of mind. Surprise. We got a nice plush pillow. This is actually better than what many premium airlines give in business class, let alone on a sub 3-hour flight. So that's pretty nice.
Did you notice it feels like heated almost? It's a bit warm. For mine
Maybe
was.
because it was out.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it was outdoors.
I thought it was like a premium thing.
We also get a water bottle. We have our reading light. Oh, we have this, very important. So we made it on board, and by the way, guys, I'm going to tell you how much I paid for this flight and discuss if it was worth it once we land. But I just want to show you the menus. As we look over this menu, let me explain how meal service works on AirAsia. Your ticket includes one main and one drink that isn't water. The rest will be charged at the prices on the menu, and you can only pay in cash, although they accept most major currencies, thank goodness. That said, the prices are remarkably reasonable considering we're a captive market, and even more so considering that AirAsia has the best in-flight drink selection in the world, at least in my opinion. For example, all these coffee drinks are made fresh on board and are among the tastiest beverages I have ever tried. A little hack is that AirAsia encourages you to pre-order your meal during booking when you have an even bigger selection. You're also offered the choice at this point of ordering an additional meal for $4.50. Yep, you heard that right. Shortly behind schedule, we push back and taxi past at least half a dozen AirAsia A330s in that classic AirAsia style of all having different liveries. Even though some of these look like they're in desperate need of a new paint job, don't let that make you worried about safety. AirAsia is an exceptionally safe airline with a great safety record, and at this point it feels apt to remind you again that this flight is self-funded and has no involvement from AirAsia whatsoever, the same as all my reviews on this channel. As soon as our wheels come off the ground, the cabin crew comes by offering some lovely blankets. The part where it gets crazy is that they actually unfold the blanket, put it on you, and tuck you in. What is this? Singapore Airlines first class? How wild is it that you get better bedding on AirAsia than so many Western premium airlines in business? AirAsia applies my motto of taste over luxury in an extreme sense when it comes to meal service. You won't find caviar or anything here, but on the plus side, they have a list of all the ingredients and even the nutritional values on your meal. Taste test. Nice. How can AirAsia do better catering than 90% of airlines? Tell me that. The taste is genuinely 10 out of 10. To be fair, I would choose almost any Southeast Asian food over other cuisines any day of the week. To go with that, we ordered the Zero Pistachio Coconut Latte from the menu.
Look at this.
Okay, I'll talk about the latte in a second. Let's just have Oscar's reaction.
I think we mentioned sometime somewhere that we love the pistachio latte from Cafe. See how this measures up. This is... It's coconut milk, so it's like even better.
We just need to acknowledge here that AirAsia apparently has tastier catering and much more creative and fun drinks than anyone's favorite airline. Like, this is just unreal for the price we paid. This latte, so it's coconut milk, espresso, and 0-calorie pistachio sweetener or sauce or something, and it's made fresh on board, so the crew assembles the drink. This meal service is genuinely so fun. Of course, it's not fancy, but seriously, I'm so impressed by what AirAsia is doing.
And all of this is available in economy as well, right?
Yeah, and show them what else we got right here with your drink when you order. By the way,
I couldn't believe it.
There's pricing in the menu for this, but it's included if you're in premium flatbed. And check, they give you stickers with each drink order and a pen. The general idea, if you've watched a number of my recent videos, is that airlines who take an initiative to make things fun and interesting can really even be preferable to airlines that push luxury to me. Relaxation time. The bed is angled and slants toward the floor. I've personally always been able to sleep on these types of seats because I love sleeping in general, but I know some people can't do that, so keep that in mind if you think this will be on par with the likes of Finnair's business class beds, for example. Before we know it, we are approaching beautiful Bali, so this feels like as good a time as ever to talk about the cost and value for money. Our flight was $210 per person all in. As you can tell, AirAsia Premium Flatbeds are priced unbelievably low, but this isn't the only route where that's the case. Compare these business class prices from Malaysia to Kenya, for example. Of course, Emirates and Qatar Airways are better airlines, but there is no way I could recommend them in good conscience with this price difference. In fact, I would recommend AirAsia without hesitation. The same goes for this flight to Sydney, Australia. AirAsia is 100% the way to go. Even to Tokyo, where Japan Airlines is really cheap on this route, AirAsia provides the best value. Honestly, you might have better in-flight service on AirAsia than on any of those other airlines because our crew was Singapore Airlines level. Okay, while we wait for our bags, let me talk about what impressed me so much. So when you consider we got 40 kilos of luggage each, we got a meal, we got priority everything, that already would almost cost $210 per person if you added it all to a basic economy ticket. So it's just absolutely incredible value. And then you consider that you get great bedding, better than on many premium airlines around the world in their long-haul business. We also get amazing food, genuinely in the top 10% of airplane meals, like eaten taste-wise, so delicious. And the drinks, hello, the level of creativity and the level of effort that goes into that compared to most of the airlines, again, is amazing. The crew was so nice. I know, like, their CEO, Tony Fernandez, he always kind of jokes about how Middle Eastern cabin crews, so people who have been at QR or Emirates, will come back to AirAsia because they miss the good culture. And you can tell because the crew are really nice and polished. So some of them might have been in the Middle East before this. Of course, it's not the most luxurious experience, but can you find better value for money anywhere in the world? I don't know. This is definitely one of the best value experiences you can have in aviation. With that, please let me know what you think about the whole value for money when it comes to business class thing. I would love to hear it below. I'm always curious about what you guys think, and even to discuss it further on our top 1.5% globally ranking podcast, On Air with Dan and Alex. I love you guys. Thanks for coming along, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, as always, fly safe.